of life.
It's a, you know, I mean, most people on it, well, I didn't design the currency, but most everybody knows what the $20 bill, you know, knows what an American $20 bill is. And they're like, oh.
So that's like a good thing to have, like, on your list.
Yeah, it's cool. I'm proud of that.
I would be too,
yeah, we did a lot of work on that. I forgot we also did a video that was designed for, what do you call, retail clerks and things like that, apparently if you're a new hire, what would happen is they'd plop you down in front of this video and say, watch this about the $20 bill, and you'd watch our little cop characters running around saying, oh, we found a counterfeit. Yeah, it was a weird thing.
Intellectual work right there. Making these Flash videos.
It was fun though. I mean, Flash, it's a great program, and it's really fun to play around in.
Do you work with it a lot?
Not as much anymore. I do some stuff for that agency still, but it's not a lot. I've been focusing on the static, old school way of drawing and comics and storytelling and stuff. But I still, you know, it's not the kind of thing I ever play around with for fun. Really? Like if somebody's paying me to do it, I'll do it, and I enjoy it, but I never like. You
never just want to like animate some of your own characters?
No, because it's too slow to get my point across. I've always been about getting the ideas out, and animating is about like spending 3 weeks to make a guy blink and pick up a sandwich, you know, and I'm like, oh my God, I could have written 6 stories in this time period, you know. So
it's a painstaking process.
Yeah. I admire anybody who is into it and who does it well, and I understand how hard it is, but it's not where I'm at, because I don't get the joy in that physical minutia, the minutia of the physical. I get more invested in the psychology of the characters, and that is easier to do on paper, I think.
What's in store for you in the future? Any big plans, anything coming up?
Yeah, well, the big thing is the comic strip I'm working on with my colleague, Margo Dabaie. She is Palestinian American, and we're doing a comic strip kind of about a little bit about her family growing up. It's called Ali's House, and it's about an Arab family, Arab American. They live in New Jersey, and it's just kind of wacky. It's very family friendly. It's going to be in newspapers, like normal mainstream newspapers. I don't know how many. We're hoping for a lot, and it's like Margo feeding me a lot of information and telling me about her world, and us throwing some ideas around back and forth about how to tweak that, and me mostly crafting the strips because I've been doing it for years and years, and it's kind of a hard form to figure out. So mostly me crafting the individual strips, her penciling, me inking, like I was saying, and it's going to be great. I'm really excited about it. It took us a few months to really get our system, not the system, but to get the work to look whole. It looks kind of choppy early on, but I think we kind of figured it out, and so it looks good. I'm really excited
worked out
about
the kinks.
What?
Just worked out the kinks and actually got a structure.
Yeah. It's called Ali's House. It's going to be syndicated by King Features. Ali'sHouse.com. Is this a marketing film? Can I?
Sure, yeah. You can plug anything you want.
Yeah, and then after that, I don't know. You know, that's a pretty big task to stay, to do 7 of those a week and to make them all good is kind of harrowing. So, like I said early on, even when I have free time, like, hey, you know, got the 7 strips in the bag for this week, and things are good, and the house is clean, and whatever, I'm still going to write more strips or do something towards getting more strips, because it's just the panic comes back often. When this gets settled, the strip, and it gets into maybe a more relaxed pace or a steady pace, I'll go into, like I said, writing and drawing some longer things, and I've got a lot of things sort of stewing in these index card boxes, but I don't know where they're going to take me or what's going to happen. But it's not going to be soon. I know that already. I got to handle this, and I'm hoping to have a kid, and then we're definitely talking years. So, I mean, it's not like 18 years after having a kid I'm at work, but it's definitely going to be 1 or 2. So
sounds like a bright future, and I think we're
Is it?
we're out of time.
Okay. Did we do good?
Thank you for your time. Thanks a lot.
Sure.